So today I would like to introduce about human resources management software. The process will start from the recruitment stage. So based on the recruitment request from each department as well as the company budget, the recruitment department will collect candidate profile from many channels. For example, through website, introduction, internship, recruitment site, then schedule the interview and update the result of the interview. The software also supports user to attach a document for each candidate and link with each recruitment plan. And after that, if the candidate is selected, the system will perform the function, create an employee profile from the candidate profile. And in manage employee profile management, user will need to add more information of the employee. With a large number of employees, the software can support the function sharing the interface of employee profile for user to update by themselves. So the human resources department will check again, approve it, and save it. Bravo also have the function like import for create a full recording. So for example, right here, this is the string of the employee profile. So we can select the function import. So to create a new records of the employee. Other function like training, manage the time in, time out, calculate salary, manage the insurance and uniform, as well as the evaluation of KPI of the employee. And finally, we will have the function to resignation manager. Along with the employee profile, all the arising information that's created from the function will keep track for each employee. For example, the training process will update the result of the training history. The time skipping process will record the uh, also in this management employee profile. User will also track all the information arising for each employee, such as the labor contract, detail of employee salary, decision of increase and decrease salary level, and other decision like transfer or appointments, and maybe the resign work. With all the rising information, user can update by create voucher or this collection of data can be generated in other process such as training process will update the result of training history, the time skipping process will update and track the leave application and the number of remain leave. The process of evaluate the KPI result, create a proposal to increase and decrease the salary level, and the person in charge will approve into reuse decision to increase and decrease salary level. About the payroll function, depend on the payroll method of the company. For example, uh, it can uh, it can have for each division have a different payroll methods. For like office division, the salary is calculated by working day. The production division will calculate the salary by product, and the sale division will calculate the salary by on sale amount and invoice amount. So Bravo can combine all the collection of statistic information. For example, the production statistics sheet, the revenue from the sale invoice, and the sale order to build automatic payroll calculation function on the software. And in terms of reports and other utility function, so uh, everyone, so please take a look at the software interface to visualize. Firstly, this is the quick report screen of the uh, overview. Yeah, so similarly, I will go detail into the first function, a recruitment management. Yeah, for example, by the at the beginning of the year, the company will have the recruitment plan for each department. So by on this information, we will have the plan for each position. So detailed information like the recruitment conditional and the number of the key metrics to be achieved, as well as the evaluation methods and the standard will coordinate by human resources and other departments. So we can tracking some information like how many year of experience the A from two, and some technical skill demand or requires knowledge. And from there, for candidate records, the software will organize to keep track all the parts information. So we can organize data by year, follow the recruitment plan by position. So this is the aim to store and contact the candidate later. So in detail, this is the information. So we can attach the file and the general information of the candidate. About the interview schedule, so we will have some information like the estimate schedule time. So it will have to remind the person in charge, or you can create a task assigned to the person to tracking, and the user will update the result of the interview. And finally, in the rankings, pass or not of the candidate. So you can check the standard boy, the result, and the status of the candidate. And finally, is a function to create a new employee information from successful candidate. So we can automatically select the recruitment plan and start running to create the employee profile. On the other hand, so we also have support some tabular report right here. So we can check some general report like the recruitment result rewards. Or we can check the recruitment plan rewards. Yes, some information to summarize, like plan number, the quantity of candidate, detailed information about the gender, age, the employment conditional. Yes. So regarding to the detailed information of the manage the employee profile, so we will see through many transactions right here. Uh, in fact, user will be integrating functions such as create the contract or making the resignation decision, especially with some manufacturing company with large number of employees. Currently, user can modify the performance of the employee, and in particular the labor contract. So we can help you to group the contract by time periods. For example, we can group by not is by, and maybe waiting for is by. So based on the group information, the software will support some kind of reward to remind about contract that are nearly to expire. So user can run this report and create a function like resigning contract generation. Of course, so we can have the conditional filter by department for or specific object groups. Yes, of course, we will have some information about the labor contract related to the salary, like the information about salary rate. Yes, and other information like decision on decrease and increase salary level. Yes, some other voucher like resignation. So Bravo can customize and create a printing form according to current form you are using. And this voucher we can uh, design the approve function with many level. Yes, so we can create a document and approve through the process. Yeah. So next, I will move on to the training session. So this is an important function of human resources management. And to be honest with you, Bravo software cannot provide the form of storing learning material or authorize the e-learning program for employee. Currently, the software is using to manage the trainings process. Like we will record the training requirements of each department, uh, create the training plan with detailed information about the trainings subject, the content, the intent time, and some other function information like the so I can see. Yes, some information like the estimate time and the purchase, if have any. So the purpose is to monitor and submit this plan to the board of director. So maybe we can propose the method to training by self training or outsourcing. Yeah. Uh, Currently, Bravo have the web survey technology. So, for example, the trainer after host a training session can build a survey questionnaire to check the understanding of the training content. So from there, we will summarize the result, and we can check again the training result report. Yeah. Yes. Along with that, we also have some uh, design reward in terms of tabular and in quiz review. So next, I will go through the time skipping function. So with Bravo software, user can perform time skipping in many methods. For example, by fingerprint, by a mobile app, or by a software application. The timing and timeout data will be combined with the information declared on the software, so that we will declare the information about the shifts, the regulation of coming late and leaving early, the application for leave, and some special case like the time skipping additional, special time skipping, or especially for manufacturing company. We also have the overtime decision list. So Bravo has the experience to implementing this function for many customers. So we can solve some specific problem so that if the number of employees is large and maybe up to thousands of people, and user many usually move and work in different locations. So Bravo can propose to perform time skipping by mobile app and checking according to location. And with the production division having some separate fingerprint, there will be case when overtime and the shift can overlap. So Bravo can propose to use fingerprint and the function automatic shift arrangement. As you can see, this is the timing and timeout using the fingerprint, and this is the collection information about checking using mobile app. Yeah. Yes. And this is the function to assign shift list. Usually, production department will schedule the shift by month, and we will divide into small and detailed department or production line. And in case there are many shifts in a day, we will also divide detailed list of employee for each shift. Of course, for example, the office only have one shift, so there no need to assign anything for office decision division. And this is the overtime decision list. Yes. Many other virtual like overtime decision shift, uh, transfer or shift schedule of shift. For example, we can decide the printing form and the format. Yes. And this is some other function like special time skipping. Yes, or time skipping additional. And the most important result of this function is the time shift. So after receive the raw data and the information that user declare into the system, so Bravo will automatically calculate and create the time sheet. So this format is similar to the Excel file that you are using. So I think it will be easy and similar with the user because the format is yeah is closely to current format you are using, and we can extract the task sheet into Excel file. Yes, I can send it email to other department. Yes. Let's move to the payroll function. Firstly, we will build the payroll for following groups. For example, uh, group of production, salary, office, business, foreigner, or contractor, for example. And the most important thing is the formula of the salary. So usually in this step, Bravo will survey the salary formula customer are using to systematic. So we will know that which parameter had the formula right here and which element not have the formula. For example, for allowance and other bonus, maybe user can import when arising data. Yes. So and for some special case like product salary and sales salary, we will have the function to build the product unit code. Yes, so we will have the unit right of each product, or we will have the information about the. So this is the sale static and payment. So we will have the function to build the salary by product and by sale. Uh, the data in this function will be inherited from another function like a statistic in production and statistic in the sale order or the invoice. And finally, by the end of the period, we will have the function to automatically calculate the payroll. Yes, yes, the system will summarize data and you can see and check again by the report. So we will have some typical report, for example, actual salary, actual salary. Yes, group by division. department, and some information like the total income, social insurance, about tax information, advance and receipt amount. Or we can check the detailed salary. It would be similar. Yeah, yes, right here. We have all the information field. Yes. Next, I will summarize the function about employee evaluation. So this function is to record the result of the employee periodical or yearly evaluation, and based on the evaluation result with the company policy, so we can create a suggestion uh, like rewards or punishment. For example, we will increase or decrease the corresponding salary level for employee, and this is the employee evaluation sheet. So we have the term, some information summarize about the employee, the criteria. Uh, Employee will sell assignment. After that, the directly manager will assignment, and finally the BOD and the human resources to view summarize the information and ranking with the final score. Similarly, we will also can design the form of the information uh, to inherit across the level. For example, like firstly, we will have the sales assessment. After that, assessment by management, and finally have the BOD evaluation. About the proposal for rewards and punishment. Similarly, we also have some information like decretion will decrease the salary, and this is the printing form. Yes. In addition, we also have some admin function such as car emitting management, uniform management. The resource will be displayed in common status, for example, right here. So employee can follow, and if you want to booking or edit the booking, so you can click on the icon and choose, yeah, and choose and change the list of results. Yeah. Human resources will play the role of approvals. So, for example, this is the process of manage the uniform. So we also have the plan to provide the uniform. User will create the delivery notes and some kind of reports to summarize the inbox and receive and inbox of the uniform. Yes. In addition, I also want to introduce some extension function of the software, like we can manage the works of the employee by the function task management. Yes, we can group the task management by status. For example, we will divide into uh, three main groups. The first one is unaccomplished processing and completed. And the user can check the calendar with the assigned work by day. Uh, Bravo also support the web portal for employee to tracking some information, like we can check the personal timesheet or create the application for leave. Yes, and employee also can see the personal payroll. Yes. So that's all the information I want to show you about the human resources management. So if you have any question, so please uh, so thank you for your listen. Yes.